So this will start right here. You ready? So this is the start of the podcast.
Yeah, it's so crisp.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah,
that's pretty ridiculous. Okay, so...
You're just funny. It's funny, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how?
Come here, though. Yeah, he's crazy, see? Who are you?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Are you ready?
Ladies, gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, thanks for tuning in to an extremely special and rated R edition of the Berardo Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Berardo. I am here with three very interesting individuals, so I'm graced that they are not only in the studio, but I got a chance to sleep with all three of them yesterday. So it was very exciting. Some of them snored, some of them didn't. We'll probably get into that a little bit later. But first, we'll go around the horn. You guys know me. Let's start to the left. So this is Mr. Shane Garrity. Shane Garrity, what's up, bud?
Good morning, Shark. Does anybody know about that nickname or not? Is that
Probably not.
Not public information.
It's not.
It's out there now.
Why is that name? Why is that my nickname? Do we know?
I mean, look at your hair. It's a shark fin.
It is a shark fin.
I don't remember 100% where that came from. Maybe Zach can remember. No, excuse me. Hold on.
I'm curious.
His real name is Mark Anthony Berardo.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I just decided to call him Mark the Shark, and it stuck.
And it stuck.
And now he does this little dance. There it is.
That's right. Yeah. So no, thanks for coming, man. You finally got a chance to see the Tampa place.
Who the hell has their
You
phone on
are
loud?
supposed to be on mute right now.
Sorry about that.
Hold on. I'm not on mute either. There we go.
Oops.
Gents, make sure your phone's on mute. So we've known each other for a long time.
Too long.
Too long. Yeah. We're almost at the end of the road, I think, at this point.
You know, it reminded me yesterday, I was on 408 driving to work and saw the old Monster Jam fired up.
Ooh.
Remember the days when Tony thought he was a professional wrestler and used to swan dive out of his dad's RV and smash Coke cans on his head like they were beer?
That's right. I still do that.
Still the same height.
I still do
20
that.
years later.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Monster Jam was just in Orlando.
I know. Missed it.
How do these look, by the way? Does this work? I can't see. I don't like them. We are dressed up for Gasparilla, in case you guys haven't realized that.
Should have led with that.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Damn. It's my first podcast. Yeah, so 10 years. Long time. Maybe more. 15. That's close.
It's close.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're close.
And then over here we got Zach, which I got a chance and the pleasure to meet Zach through Shane a while ago. Also, yeah.
One of the benefits.
Indeed, of knowing Shane, you mean?
Of knowing Shane, yes.
Yeah, there's not a lot of benefits. That is one of them.
Just a few.
Yeah, there's a few.
And network.
And Zach, and we didn't get into this with Shane, but so you're in Orlando. Mm-hmm. So because we're talking as if everyone knows each other, we got to get back to origin stories. So what exactly? Because the White Claw's kicking in, so now I'm starting to get drunk again, which is good.
Bubbles.
Yeah, so it's good. So what do you do? Where are you located? How can people find you if you want them to? If you don't, give them a fake name.
I wish I had like a jingle. Maybe we should come up with that. Like,
I'll edit one.
The big time sting.
I'll edit one.
I don't know.
I'll edit in later. I like it.
So restaurant manager owner. Whatever title you want to do. I have a couple places over in Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Some of them are known as some of the top bars and restaurants, I would say, in Orlando. My personal fave, the OG.
Gnarly Barley, yeah.
The Nally.
The Nah.
And then what was number 2?
GB's Bottle Shop and Tasting Bar.
Which is
Get all your little liquids on.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite.
All the
Yeah.
things.
By far.
If you don't want
really?
salad foods,
Yeah.
that's where you go.
The main bar one's your favorite?
Yeah.
GB's is my favorite.
No food.
That's what I'm
No
saying.
foods.
Yeah.
Then we have big time street food for all your late night munchies.
Ooh.
And then coming up next Tuesday,
The chicken sandwich is the tits.
Conrad Shanty.
A breast.
Yeah.
That is very exciting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy for you guys. That's awesome.
Couldn't have
Man.
done it without you, Shark.
Oh, you. You just stop at you. But that's good,
I
though.
won't.
No, congrats. That's awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
And then Nate the Snake.
Ooh. I like
Ooh, is that what we're going with?
I just did that
a new
one.
one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I mean, what sounds do they make?
That sounds pretty accurate, actually.
I'm fine with it.
So, Nate, how did you meet these clowns?
Oh, Mr. Garrity. I
I'm
was
the origin of everyone's
bartender.
problem.
bartending, and Mr. Garrity happens to like beer.
Oh.
And he frequented the establishment.
We went on our first date shortly after.
And then we went on our first.
What was that, the
road
Hammer
date.
Lamb?
Yeah, that was the Lamb of the Hammered Antics.
Hammer Lamb.
And then jumped into the same biz he's in.
Yeah.
Beer distribution.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, so that's exciting. So I'm glad you guys are here. This is cool.
We're glad to be here.
I appreciate that, man.
Thanks for opening the crib to us.
Hey, no problems. I know how it is, especially with Gasparilla. For people that don't know, Gasparilla is a big deal.
Sure is.
So Gasparilla, we did some research yesterday. Gasparilla apparently started in 1821, I think. I wish I had my fact checker, which is the wife. But I think it was 1821, and there was a group of pirates that decided to come from.
New Orleans.
Was it New Orleans? Yeah.
New Orleans, yeah.
New Orleans. And as a joke.
Great joke.
Jesus, who sneezes that loud? Don't sneeze so loud. Stop it!
Whose broad is that?
God, I'm recording a podcast.
Cover your mouth.
Cover your fucking mouth.
Dirty little slut.
I'm gonna have to turn that down. So yeah, Gasparilla started when, okay, she's allergic to something. Gasparilla started when some guy decided to,
Old Gasper.
as a
Group of,
as a prank. Well, there was actual real pirates that came from like the 19th century, so they were fucking up Tampa Bay essentially. And then after like 50 years, back in 1921, I think, a group of people decided to prank Tampa Bay from New Orleans. So they rented pirate costumes and took a boat from New Orleans to Tampa to prank people as they were invading Tampa, like as a joke. And people were like, "Well, that's really funny. We should do that every year." And then here we are.
celebrate it.
And now we celebrate.
And those people died shortly after.
That's correct. Yeah, so that's weird.
The fuck is that, honey?
Yeah. So that's Gasparilla, and that's why we're here. That's why we're dressed up. Everyone dresses up like pirates and gets completely hammered. And then there's a street called Bayshore, which is where all the boats load up, and they're pirate boats. They get decorated. People throw out beads. It's like Mardi Gras on water. It's pretty aggressive.
We're gonna boat hop
Hope
today.
we see some tits today.
We're gonna try to.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to boat hop. Who the fuck?
My shit's off, homie.
He's getting text. Oh, it's me. No, I'm just kidding. So, who hasn't been to Gas? Because Shane, we've been a couple times. Nate,
Unfortunately.
One time.
one time,
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
I vaguely remember.
Oh wow.
I think it ended at McDinton's, which I think I'm saying
you've
that
made
wrong
that
as
clear.
well. Yeah.
McDitton's.
That's the last thing I remember.
McDitton's actually a really good time. Yeah. What else did you guys do?
Started our day around 8:30 in a backyard playing beer pong.
Whoa.
I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, that's a little different than we're used to.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you sure that story you told is accurate? Because I can't understand.
821? 1821?
In 1921,
Well, let's
someone
look it up.
decided,
Yeah, I was
hey,
like,
look,
we
you know
have-
what?
We have technology.
We have
I got an
Google.
idea.
Alexa.
Let's dress like pirates, rent a boat.
Right now,
I mean, 'cause I think-
traffic on your commute looks
Alexa,
like-
stop. God damn it, Nate.
Just love that woman.
She's great.
Jeez.
So go ahead. Careful, you got a mic now. There you go.
I just don't feel like
It's accurate
it's real.
information.
I mean, who the fuck in 1921 decides, you know what, today
1904.
I'm going to
Oh.
gather all my
Ooh.
friends.
That's
Is
right,
the
it
New
was
Orleans
way
thing
off.
true?
Jose Gasper.
Jose Gasper.
Oh,
Read that out
Gasper.
for us, Zach,
A
would you?
mythical Spanish pirate who supposedly operated in Southwest Florida from the late 1700s until the early 1800s. Blah, 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 blah. What did he do, though?
This is Wikipedia, right?
Yeah.
Reliable source of information.
103 years of it,
103 years of what?
of the festival.
Well, I didn't know it was the 100th.
What does the word Gasparilla mean?
That's
Well, it's named after this guy
Gasper.
Gasper, the pirate.
What's that E part? It's Puerto Rican?
No, they just.
Spanish?
Well, yeah, he was from Spain. So,
maybe
that makes
it
sense.
Sounds better. Rolls off your tongue better.
It's like-
Gasparilla.
Oh, that's why they do it. It brings in an economic impact of over 20 million a year to Tampa. So that's why they do it. That's why they kept doing it. they were like, "Oh, this is working out for us. Let's keep
That
doing it."
makes sense.
100,000 people
Now
every
they
year.
just have to make
Yeah.
marijuana legal.
They really don't have any good documentation of why this is here.
No. It's just a bunch of pictures of broads and skimpy.
Where's the
outfits.
Gasper statue? That's what I want to know.
It's probably hanging out somewhere, I'm
Like
sure.
most things in America, we just made something up and we call it our own, and now it's tradition.
That's it. That's how it works.
Oh, to be a young country.
Anything to make a party.
That's right. Yeah, so this is fun. This should be a good time.
It's like
Shane, we've had a
holidays.
couple experiences.
Yeah. It's like holidays, though. Most of them are just an excuse for people to go out and spend money.
That's right.
It's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you really think... Let me not start.
It's like weddings.
Expendable income. Where can I throw it?
The holiday we
right.
just had, no one should be off for.
Oh.
But we are.
Wait, you
We
mean
were.
MLK? That is so racist of you. Super racist. Too soon.
That's
is-
not what I was talking about.
Oh. What are you talking about? Christmas?
Cut that from the thing.
Yeah, right. No one watches this shit. You're good.
No, he's trying to gain viewers.
I think
That's
you're
how you do
you're
it.
the edgy guest that
it's
he's always
mainly
needed.
government, but not privately owned
That's right.
companies that have that day off. So that was random.
I mean, there are some...
Right.
Think of the other holidays that we celebrate.
Yeah.
But
President's
they're
Day.
just...
Do we get Columbus
I mean-
Day off?
I got it, but
I don't know.
Schools do.
Yeah, but should we get Columbus Day off?
If we get MLK
no,
Day.
because... Okay, this is another thing we can Google. Christopher Columbus.
The founder of America? Technically, he was
Yeah, but
the...
he's technically not.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Technically, not really.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
But we still have Columbus Day, right?
Who are already on.
So for some reason, every goddamn bank closes, and it makes it a hassle for me to get... I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
Post office is closed. I need to mail
Do we
letters
get Columbus Day
How
off?
often do you go to the post office?
twice a
I don't
week.
think so.
Not really.
No.
Stamps.
Stamps. But MLK Day, let's go back to that. Because that's fun.
It's...
So,
What have I done?
what have you done? But why is that important? It should be.
First and foremost, I am not a racist. Just want to...
I concur. It is important.
It is important.
It's a great
Shane,
time.
why do you think it's not important? I think is the root of the problem here.
I did not say it is not important.
Important enough for a day off.
I just think that maybe we should go to work because
Right.
that man worked his whole life for one thing. So we should honor it by working ourselves.
Oh,
It makes my
great.
life more of a pain in the ass
Strong.
to not work
Strong.
because when I'm off, it just throws.
Yeah.
You can speak to this, Nate.
couldn't
It's just
say I
easier to
agree
just go to work
Yeah.
Monday through Friday and work.
Don't take vacations. Just work.
There's a lot of people that
Delivery
celebrate that
schedule
holiday
goes
that don't
way.
work ever,
Right.
but I still have to pay for their shit. So I think that taking the day off makes it worse.
That is true. I mean, if we're going to take any day off, it should be for Gasper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I think we should take the
But-
Friday off
Right.
leading in. Or maybe
yeah.
Yeah. That
and
sounds
the
about
Monday.
right.
Why-
Friday, Gasparilla and Friday.
Gasparilla. That is weird. I wonder if they just add that because of, like, do they just call it queso? And then they're like, let's add a illa and make it quesadilla?
Oh.
You know? Maybe it's just the Spanish thing to add the
We're
illas.
into that. We could
I
just-
should ask the
ass
wife.
in the kitchen and make me a queso. You mean a quesadilla? Yes, bitch.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
I love it.
The fuck's a queso?
Yeah.
You gotta say dia in the end. Doesn't count.
That sounds all right.
Sounds better.
Yeah, way better. All right, good.
Means nothing.
So, but Gasparilla, though. So, Nate, you've been, but Zach, you haven't. So this is...
Oh.
This is...
Oh, you've never been?
No, dude, he's never
Oh
been.
my god.
Yeah.
Who's fucking you tonight? Me. If you feel a sword in your booty.
I was gonna say booty joke. Insert.
But you're going to have a good time, man. So, essentially what we're going to do, we're about 5 blocks from Bayshore. So we're pretty much just going to walk out. After this, we'll keep pre-gaming. The boats are pretty much starting now. They're probably loading up. And then around like 11 or noon or 1, they actually start going down Bayshore. And that's where we'll be. We'll just be walking and...
Now, as a first timer, are there any tips and tricks that I should know?
Oh,
Yes.
there's tons.
There's tons of tips and tricks.
Why don't we start with a story?
Would you say
From-
Bayshore is
from-
the
from a-
Bourbon Street?
Is that okay with you? Are we
Gasparilla?
doing that?
I would say Bayshore is the Bourbon Street of
Mardi Gras.
of Tampa.
I don't think that's the most congested part, though. The
lot
worst
cleaner.
part is
Sodo,
like
Soho.
where the bars are.
But yeah, no, the most craziest part is once you get to the end, where the bars, the restaurants, the Publix, that's where that is.
That's like
So that Publix, literally,
what you mentioned earlier.
there is a line and a police officer, and it's around the building, and you have to wait to get in the store one at a time. There's so many people in there. The beer aisle, they take
Okay.
all the regular beer out of there and take all the shelves out and just pile it with Miller Lite 24 packs, and then put a pallet of ice and park it on the floor.
In the middle.
And people are just
Miller Lite
ripping the
sleep
shit out of
for
there.
that one.
Yeah.
It's insane.
The good news is we're not going to be dealing with that noise. But yeah, the first time we went, oh, that was rough.
I think somebody had to be sick. The
Yeah.
Publix is why we initially stopped, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, beer. Let's get the beer."
Yeah. Or someone had diarrhea or something.
Yeah, it's probably me.
That's why you're with experienced veterans.
Yeah, so we know.
Yeah.
Gotta
We
wait
know.
sodas.
Don't go to Publix. Heard.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Not
tip.
fucking around.
For some reason, I feel like
What's the bathroom situation like?
that first.
Porta potties.
Oh,
yeah.
great question.
Porta potties. That's about it.
How much of the area are we gonna experience? We go on like a mile, or you like just walk? You just stay in a little area, like
You don't.
I mean,
have to
don't
go
have to
far.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I'm okay with we walk up Bayshore, we make a left, we go half mile,
Square.
and we just fucking hang out.
man.
It's
'Cause it's all
better-
the same.
Yeah, it's better to plant your ass and then just watch everybody else walk past you.
Yeah.
Because the people watching is fucking primo.
Because
It's gonna be-
what's wicked about where we're at is we're where all the boats start.
Ooh yeah.
Sound like
Bitches
your
are
house
breaking
down
shit down there.
Yeah.
Sound like your house.
I hope that
wasn't anything of mine.
Well, you know, just something very valuable of yours.
Awesome.
Cool.
She's not good with.
Be curious where
sarcasm,
you're staying
so I
tonight.
think she- tell her.
Who the fuck brought that broad?
Sponsored by Airbnb.
Is that your broad?
It's not my broad.
Good. She's just some random we picked up.
She's a rando. She was
We're,
sleeping on Bayshore. Like, look cold. Come on in.
Sounds about right. But yeah, so that's probably what we'll end up doing is we'll just hang out. That's
Yeah,
it.
Wherever the wind blows us.
That's right. And God Almighty, is it cold?
Tony, why don't you tell us what happened in Gasparilla about 3 years ago?
Please
you.
do.
Oh, I
You're
don't.
wearing that very vest.
I was wearing this very vest. Not surprisingly, it worked.
Setting the tone.
Yeah. So
Too cold
Remember
for
hanging
us
out in
to
that
say.
front yard of somebody's house and
And being quiet.
no, I don't. What happened? Was I there?
I mean, physically, yes. Mentally, not even a little bit.
Yeah. See, the
What time did you
problem
start that day.
I
It
don't
was
know.
not what it was about.
No,
it was
it
about
was-
the amount.
and the ending of it, the ending of the day. That was bad. That kind of started a shit show of. I had
You know it's bad when they just stare at each other and
Yeah.
laughing. Like secret lovers that have, you know.
I'm married now and have a podcast. I don't know if I should
I just don't.
Divulge. Just
I just don't.
just don't. No, but it was a good time. Let's put it that way.
It was memorable.
There's a lot of houses.
You're not our first and you won't be your last, so
No.
it's not a big deal.
There's a lot of houses. There's a lot of houses around Gasparilla that are very inviting.
Ooh, I like that.
Might have stumbled into one
Like
of
a haunted house.
and like, all right,
Is that what we're
this is what
doing?
we're doing here, huh?
This
That
is
was a little
happening.
orgy action.
This is pretty. I don't know.
I said it.
There's a lot of patches and bandanas flying around. That's for sure.
Only headgear.
I have both those on.
Yes, you do.
I expect a big day.
It's gonna be awesome. I
Do we
can't wait.
remember the house?
The big day.
I do remember the house.
I know exactly where that
This
motherfucker's
is,
at.
this is why I bought the house. It's right near. It's right near that one.
Just for one day here.
I was just planning for it.
Yeah.
First thing he does is walk up here, look out the window, and he's like, "Yep,
Yep,
I'll
that's
take
it.
it. I'll take it."
I will buy it.
Well, sir, do you want it? Nope, I don't want to see the rest. I'll take it.
Where do the boats
He's up
start?
here. He's like- he's got a map. He's drawing it out, and 236 days till Gasparilla.
Gasparilla.
Can't wait.
Do you know anybody that owns a boat?
Pillage.
I do, kinda.
I feel like that's like primo, right? It's like
yeah.
knowing like Bourbon Street, you get like the upper deck. You got to know somebody.
No, I did know a cat that had a boat, but he doesn't go out.
Doesn't partake.
I feel like it's better to stay away from the boats.
Yeah,
Like not try to get on someone's boat. It just turns into a shit show.
Yeah,
because
I want to stay on
safety
land.
is
I wanna stay
not
on the land today.
key.
well,
there.
especially after you have a few drinks. I mean, you don't want to be hopping boats, but you'll actually see people fucking jumping out of boats and going boat to boat, trying to hop in. Yeah, it's nuts.
It's not a good idea. We'll watch
crazy.
them do that. It sounds like more fun than doing
We'll
it.
root them on so we encourage
Exactly.
more jumping.
That bandana looks good, by the way, Nate.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate you letting me borrow it.
Hey, no worries.
I'm good. I'm drinking White Claw already.
Yeah, we're not playing.
Insert
how I rehydrate.
product placement.
White Claw. Try one today.
Mine is empty.
Already?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
You
just
know
bottles.
what's funny?
Wonderful.
It's
Tony,
almost like there's barely any
About
alcohol in
your
there.
for
your
fans.
podcast is that the marketing behind Tom and Dan with that brand is what grew that to what it is
Really?
in Orlando, at least.
Wow.
Oh,
They
before
sponsored-
White Claw, wasn't it?
No, Tom and Dan.
Well, technically,
No, I know
I'm
that's
Way
supposed
before
to.
that, but
Technically,
so-
I'm supposed to do this because I'm not getting paid by these guys. So I know they're probably listening because they're subscribers. So fucking pay me, bitches.
Yeah.
Pay me.
I'll drink one every single
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. Can you guys make that happen?
We'll get you a shirt.
Ooh,
We know people.
sold.
I'll get you some thought.
The one
That's
right
worth
on my
it.
back.
But what is the? Do you guys listen to the podcast?
Yours?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I just met you today. I mean, yes.
So yes, you do.
So you
I
should
do.
subscribe
I'm
by
going
the
to
end
now.
of this.
Is that why
No.
you heard?
I do.
Oh, you know what?
I don't wanna
You
admit
actually
it.
promised you were going to subscribe on the podcast live.
Yes.
So
I'm actually going to go ahead and
yeah, it's easy. Just press a button and it's
How do I
free.
do that?
You just go to
Instagram?
Apple Podcast, and then just press subscribe on my
I'm
podcast.
confused.
That's it. It's easy. It's free.
I can't subscribe because I am a droid.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
you can.
I've done YouTube. That's how I like follow that way, or
That-
on your
that too.
website.
Do I have to
too.
download an app?
But I
No,
don't
it's
do
just the
the,
podcast
It's
app.
on.
You don't have it?
Oh,
I don't understand.
You would have to get
Like
the
this guy.
podcast app. The thing
Right here.
that
Podcast.
Oh, I think I have that.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Everybody
go
has
to
that.
it. And then for Android, it's the same thing.
Oh my god, that's not on my phone.
So all listeners are hearing this. We're taking a tutorial on how to subscribe.
Correct.
Correct.
And subscribing's free. It sounds complicated. The cool thing with subscribers is the more subscribers I get, naturally it's going to attract, more people, more sponsors, going to help me grow. That's the thing. So right now we're close to 100 subscribers, which is exciting. But I mean, to put in perspective, like, Joe Rogan has like 5 million, so it's not really a lot.
Hey, he started with
Zero.
You probably started
Yeah.
with a lot more though, very quickly.
That's fucked up, but true.
John.
Ooh, Betsy.
Oh,
That's a good looking guy on that fucking cover there.
It's you.
It's not me.
Just kind of creeping a little bit now.
Oh, podcast.
Creeping on.
See it.
Oh, is this the 33rd episode?
This would be the 33rd episode.
What would I
It's a
type
big deal.
into the search?
You know what that means?
The.
The.
Do you have Apple?
Yeah.
Not that it matters. I don't
Just
know why
type
I
in
said.
Berardo.
Berardo, BERARDO
D-O. Dildo.
podcast.
Ooh.
She'll
Yeah.
pop up.
I think spelling
It
that
goes-
out is important.
It goes based off popularity, so it probably popped up pretty quick.
Who else is subscribed? Ding.
Ooh,
Ooh, yeah.
my Negro. Can't say nigger on this podcast.
I'm okay, Dave.
Wait a minute.
Oops. That was with one G.
That one slept.
Niger.
That is weird, though. I think I did a podcast with my buddy Nova because he's black, and
Listen,
we
Riley.
were talking about this. Did you? He's a good dude,
My God.
and
I can't even hear myself breathe.
She's only got one volume. Like one.
that's it. One set.
And it's way too fucking loud.
Yeah. But no, we were talking about this, and it's weird. They're just words.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, but like if you break it down, everything you're saying is a word. Someone made it up and invented a definition, and then eventually someone thought that was offensive.
This is true.
Like
be
at
fair, the word-
at one point
You
it
could
wasn't.
be a nigger.
I could be
It has nothing to do with being black, but somehow it made its way there.
right, but
It's being ignorant. That's
that's exactly what it is. But even if it wasn't,
Or
even if it was
using it in a.
right derogatory,
Yeah.
And that I get because words are offensive. They can be offensive. Anything you can call
break your bones.
That's
you can call me
words right in my mouth.
you can call
Words
me
never hurt
you
me.
can call me an asshole. You can call me an asshole, and that could be offensive, right? But you could say in a jokey manner it's not offensive. It's just words.
Right.
What's the difference? Who cares?
Call you a wop.
Yeah. And I don't take offense to it.
You know what that means?
Without papers.
Do you have your papers?
I don't,
Okay, get the fuck out of here then.
because I'm a wop.
It'll
But yeah,
come
it's
full
weird.
circle.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll stop being offended.
Eventually.
Eventually.
We're getting there.
We just grew up in technology. So.
Yeah. We are getting there, though. That's what's funny. Everyone always says we're in such a bad situation. Like, things are bad. And
No, we
times
need
are
to
bad.
offend more so we can
I
just get
agree.
this out of the way.
Yeah. Rip off the Band-Aid.
You had to hit the full
Yeah.
peak
Yeah.
for it to go back the other way. We haven't hit the
correct.
bell curve yet. We should just start offending everyone
Yeah.
on purpose. Like
Once someone
you're in
dies
the
from being
grocery,
offended.
Today's good.
you're in Publix and you're like,
That's a good day.
"Hey, good afternoon. How are you? You fucking cunt." And just right to like an old lady.
Yeah.
Just watch her die, and then you're like, "Oh my god, I offended the fuck out of her until she died."
Yeah. Population control.
And now,
Yeah.
the next time someone calls an old lady a cunt in the grocery store, they go, "Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Hello.
Would
Yeah.
you like some tea?"
in Florida with the British accents. Because we get all the British grannies.
That's right.
British, don't you dare say
retired.
British granny too loud, because next thing you know, you'll have an app on your phone for brazers, and there'll be some weird shit popping up.
You be careful, you.
Never seen that stuff.
Never.
Before.
British grannies, dude,
They're on point.
they're wild.
Mm-hmm.
Tony used to date one.
That's right. Not anymore. It didn't work out.
She broke her hip.
She died.
Oh.
She
Yeah.
wanted to fuck.
Offended.
She wanted to fuck too much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah. And I was out. I was out of
Once I
that.
get in that retirement age.
Sounds like we're ready for some ships.
Ooh.
Ooh, ships and giggles.
We're ready. But aside from that, what else we got planned?
You tell
Food,
me.
Lunch at some point.
No.
No food. Liquid diet.
Yeah.
Shane does not eat. Bring the pretzels. He'll eat those.
That's right.
Bring a bag of pretzels.
Can we cut some apples? To go.
They're
go
super
apple
absorbent.
slices.
That's all I'm saying.
The
Eat a
apples?
whole apple.
Yeah.
Imagine soaking an apple in vodka
We should
and
just
biting
walk
into
around
it.
with a loaf of bread.
Oh, that would be big.
That would kill Tony.
Yeah.
So let's not do that.
Is it going to be
But you guys
possible
could
to
do it.
like,
Vegan
get
bread.
into a restaurant, or is it going to be
Is that
just like
fun?
food trucks everywhere?
Oh no.
No.
There's no getting into anywhere.
It's
Yeah, it's
basically
outrageous.
walk into a mansion.
No,
Water,
last
boat,
year
or
or 2 years ago we went when it was
Platter.
Arctic. And we all decided to dress like assholes and not wear jackets and shit.
Kind of like how it's going to be today.
We tried to get into a bar because it had heat. I mean, it was like 37 degrees, right?
It was cold.
Wind fucking whipping.
It was cold.
And
Arctic.
we got in the bar and we're just, you can't move. You can't use the restroom. You can't. I mean,
That's why you
it's-
huddle up against a cutie.
I just broke my arm.
I kind of have a feeling it's going to be like that today.
No more White Claw for you, Jay.
I know. 2 of them test.
Too much sodium going on. But what do you guys? So what do you guys think is the reason I started a podcast?
Because you're obsessed with yourself and like to hear yourself talk.
Close.
Kennedy? Yeah.
Close.
You have a great voice.
You're a
No.
narcissistic prick.
Yes.
You're trying to thicken your fucking revenue stream.
That too.
You also needed to put something in this room.
Yeah, there was nothing in this room prior to this. And I don't have another bed, so I was like, might as well just spend a couple $1,000 to
Maybe
get a
this
podcast
is just like
studio.
another way too that you're trying to get a promotion because you're showing how much free time you have.
Exactly.
You tried to be a rapper.
Trying to get fired.
But you couldn't rhyme.
I'll give you the real
No.
reason. Not an asshole. What I think. I think you. As long as I've known you, I think you really do take pride in sharing knowledge and information, and you enjoy communicating. I just think you really enjoy it. I think it's definitely in your personality, and it's something you're passionate about. Obviously, I can
Wow.
tell that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you heavily invested in this.
Oh, wow.
What you don't see is Shane's
wow.
jerking him off. while he
That's right.
does it.
Ooh,
Wow.
see that word?
Shane, that was very nice.
Eloquent.
That was very nice.
I like it.
Wrong. It was just because I needed to fill the room. But no, that is the reason, man. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's it. And not just sharing knowledge about anything, but I just like talking. I feel like, I don't know, one thing that's lacking in particular, like especially because people are in this habit of partying so much and having a good time, and that's all great and everything. But when you're not doing that, I feel like no one's talking anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? Like long form conversations, like just sitting, like what we did last night, just sitting, hanging out, and talking. People don't do that anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like you might do long form conversation. Well, the cool thing with social media is like texting, and it's easier to access. Like I could talk to Shane and Zach and Nate. I could text you guys anytime I want without actually seeing you, which is cool because you couldn't do that 10 years ago. But even the fact that we can do that, we get lost in the fact of, okay, so if I do have buddies close by, I should hang out with them and talk to them, and because friends aren't going to be around forever, family's not going to be around forever. Like, these long form conversations need to continue at some point.
I agree with you, man. I think that also, like, the younger generation has a hard time having a conversation. Like, if you put an 18-year-old kid that just graduated high school in this room right now, and we're like, all right, we're gonna do a podcast. Well, where's my cheat sheet for what to say?
Yeah.
No, you just talk.
You just talk.
Speak.
Wait, what?
Participating in a conversation is a skill, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you don't have that ability, it's gonna stunt your growth for sure.
Yeah.
And
Was that a short joke?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you should have just let it ride. 'Cause now,
Now it is.
Because for years, that's what happened.
hey,
to
we're
me.
the same height when we're sitting in these chairs, bud. That's all that matters.
That's right. No, but it's true though. No, I think we're definitely lacking it. But the good news is podcasts are starting to get there. I feel like podcasts are more popular now.
Forces you to have meaningful conversation.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Provide something of value. Yeah.
I could just see 4 people that are, whether it's social anxiety or whatever, just sitting here and they're just all like staring at each other. Like, well, what do we say now?
Not knowing what to do. Yeah.
Well, you gotta have a wonderful host.
Well, golly jeepers. Thanks.
Guide us, master.
Cool thing is about this is like that's why I love it is even if people don't listen to it, that's okay. It's just it's talking, it's hanging out, it's having a good time. You know what I mean? And I just happen to record it. And I feel like recording it because we have the ability to record it. Like, what about 5 years from now? Maybe I'm just in the car and I want to listen to it. You know what I mean?
Or we're all together and just throw it on.
Right. Like imagine how many cool conversations you've had in the past, but you kind of remember them, but you don't. Maybe that person you don't talk to anymore. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And you haven't seen them in a long time, and now there's no way to really remember it because you drink too much and you keep forgetting stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it happens.
That's why we're gonna have a late night edition of this too.
Whatever.
That's
do
correct.
You mean? Oh,
It could be cool to.
could be.
How fun would that be to do part 2 and then we're just completely like.
I don't want to bring
And then we have
stuff.
to listen to it the next day. Yeah.
I don't want to pay for any of this.
I don't
here,
remember
so.
saying
I'm also
that.
in my bed right now, so I'd like to sleep in it.
I have insurance.
Not podcasting it.
Way to be selfish, Zach.
That's right.
You can sleep on the air.
But you're right.
Not
5
okay.
years from now, we listen to this conversation. I mean, 5 years ago, imagine all of us 5 years ago doing this right now. It would be completely different.
Totally different.
So 5 years from now,
Things would already be broken if that was the case.
we'd already blacked out already.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Where were you 5 years ago?
New York.
Really?
Wow, he was just
Yeah.
ready.
What part?
Manhattan.
Ooh, we just got back from New York actually. I went to go see a UFC fight up there.
Ooh, it's not cheap.
No, it's not.
But
Monster
it's
paid
fun.
for it, but
Sure is. Ooh, even better.
yeah, no, it was a good time though. I love it up there. Did you live up there or you just visited?
Worked and went to school.
Where'd you go to school?
City College of New York.
Oh, nice. Any majors or
The old advertising degree.
what happened with that? That's like the dream. New York.
Ex-wife.
Oh.
I want to
Yeah,
move
they'll
back
do
to
it.
Orlando.
Oh.
Yeah, right after I got a job offer from the chief marketing officer of Landor Associates.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you had to move back down because of the broad?
Happy wife, happy life.
Not no more,
Ear
huh?
mouse, Brenda. Not no mo.
Not no more.
But
You ever
yeah,
think about
New
going
York's
back up there or you just like
I
Florida? now?
did after, just for a year.
Yeah.
And then went overseas for a bit.
Nice. Just kind of explore yourself.
Yeah, one-way flight to Bangkok. We were talking about that last night.
Yeah, Bangkok.
Later, boy.
You got any cool stories? You got to have a couple cool stories that you remember.
No lady boys.
Mm.
But, some...
You saw them though.
Oh, yeah. They just pop out at you. From
Seriously?
bars. Oh, yeah.
Do they have?
There's some very attractive lady boys over there. They're really good at plastic surgery.
Well, they get those little tiny little peepees, so you can't really see.
I wasn't really looking,
You
but
know?
I can't really see. They don't lead with that.
I can't really see those.
Like, look at my face.
That's why they call it Bangkok, right?
Look at my mouth.
Completely taking back the quality of the conversation
Chiang Mai
on
is better.
podcasts.
That's right. No, but I always wanted to travel to. Is that the only place you've been overseas?
Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Singapore, Bali, Australia.
Really? What's better, Australia or like Bangkok? I was just thinking about Australia the other day.
Different.
Yeah.
I'd go food-wise, Southeast Asia.
Really?
Australia would be like quality of life, but that's also up there with New York City price.
Yeah.
points, so
It's pricey.
$400 a week for rent.
Oh, Jesus.
They charge by the week because they get 2 extra payments.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
2 weeks.
In a year.
Oh, yeah.
12 months versus.
So yeah, it's averaging out $1,600
that's crazy.
for a little tiny studio.
Holy
It
shit.
doesn't make any sense mathematically. You could just charge the same amount and break it down
Right,
by
you
the
could
month.
spread it
Yeah.
across, but you know,
We haven't really. I haven't really been to. I mean, I've been overseas. Well, not really overseas. Does it count as overseas if it's like Dominican Republic and? I mean, not really. I guess
down.
you're going over a sea,
You
but
cross
use
the
your
sea to get there,
passport.
but
it's not the sea.
Where have you been?
Uh,
Besides that.
Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico.
Love
Do you
DR.
do like Italy
DR's
or something,
great.
or am I crazy?
No,
You never been Europe?
we almost went to there on our honeymoon, but
That's what it was.
Where?
it like cost a lot of money, so we're like, I'm not doing that.
So pretty much like you just won't go anywhere because of the money.
Correct.
Right.
I don't know. My opinion is like I'd rather. I mean, I like to vacation, but it's hard to go to a destination, especially like Puerto Rico or like Italy is definitely on the bucket list. But we went to fucking Costa Rica for a honeymoon, and that was awesome. But I mean, you know, we went there and we were on the hotels, all inclusive. So you know, drinking and brought the Yeti cup, like we're filling up fucking mojitos, and it was the life. But you know, it's a beach.
We have those in Florida.
It's one. There's one 5 blocks away. It's
Right.
like, eh. So and I spent a couple $1,000s. So it's great to get away, but at the end of the day, it's like, where else could you go?
It's got to be a bit more than the beach.
Right, like
That's
if
how
I
I
lived
feel
in
about Mexico.
if I lived in Montana, Puerto Rico and Dominican, that's all the greatest thing since sliced bread. But it has to be a little bit more.
How do
More
mountains make you
culture.
feel?
See, I love the mountains. Like when we went on my bachelor party,
More mountains.
when we went to my bachelor party, North Carolina, that was fucking. That was epic.
I was out.
Yeah,
Great time.
that was epic.
We got to show you a picture of the house we stayed in.
Oof.
It was fucking dope.
Is that the one at the top of the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that was the woozy van down the hill.
Oh my god.
dude.
Why are you trying to ruin my day?
We all wanted to blow our brains out.
Yeah, that was bad.
Me and Zach had to
Likes being
leave
car sick.
the Denny's or where was it IHOP
IHOP.
and stand outside and breathe in the cold air because we were gonna barf.
It was so bad.
Late
It was
20s,
pretty
guys.
rough. Yeah.
God, that was terrible.
Yeah, well, it didn't help too. I don't know if it was
Bottom
just.
of the mountain now.
Well, it was probably the elevation, too. That had a lot to do with it. I would imagine. We're
Well, I
not
mean, yeah,
used to
you're
it.
dropping. I mean, I don't know. It was. I think
You're
it was.
going
I
from,
think
like-
it was the fact that Mitch is a fucktard and took the longest possible route down the mountain. That the one that's like this.
And the bumpiest.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that combined
Instead
with
of going like
35 Sierra Nevadas.
instead of going like this,
That too.
you went like this,
Yeah.
and we're like,
Yeah, it was bad.
and I was even in the front. I
Yeah.
still fucked up.
Oh,
I can't
we were-
imagine if
we
I was in
were
the back,
rocked.
I would have killed myself.
Yeah, we were
When
on.
we stopped at that Dollar General, I almost rolled out of the car and just said, leave me here.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to stop so I could take a piss, but
Right,
really
I
I
almost
needed
just got out just for survival, not
yeah.
any other reason.
I just had to go there to yak. It was that bad.
when you and I were like talking in the corner, like, dude, there's no fucking way I'm getting on the plane right now. I can't do it.
Then I got delayed for 6 hours.
And Scott
a
got stuck.
bar.
We thought Scott was stuck on the plane, so we get there, and
Oh, yeah, that's
we're
right.
hauling ass because I mean we're a little behind. Not really. We got time. It's a small airport. There's like one fucking gate, right? And Scott gets on the plane for some reason, and we're using the restroom or whatever we're doing.
He's ready.
And all of a sudden they announce it's delayed, but he's already on there and they won't let him off. And we're like, I would fucking blow my. And he was hungover too. You can't get drinks on there. You can't do anything. You're just sitting on the plane, waiting for it to take off, which is not going to happen for at least I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours.
It was so bad.
And we hear the announcement, and we're like, let's go to the bar. And where's Scott? He's on the fucking plane. He's texting us from the plane. Fuck my life. I'm gonna murder someone if they don't let me off here. And then they let him off because
Yeah.
they had to do something. But
well, and they didn't want flight attendants to die.
And
Scott
then-
was about to kill people.
oh yeah.
Can't imagine.
Yeah.
And then 16 Jack and Cokes later,
Oh,
our plane was ready, and we were all feeling good.
and we were good.
And me and Zach started Taco Bell on the way home from your house, which is where Scott's house.
Oh, that's epic.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
We died.
Yep. And you died that day.
We're like,
That was a great time. Asheville was fun.
Buffalo. I love Asheville.
But Asheville's good, so that was great. And then California. I love California, going out there visiting, not living, because it's again a waste of money, and it's the same thing. And it's weird to go from like you have a really nice part of California, and then you have to travel 6 hours to get to the beach. And again, it's like gorgeous beaches, but from in that 6 hour time frame, it's like Orlando I-4 traffic the entire way.
Yeah.
The population's outrageous. It's one of the biggest states in the country, and it's got the most people. It's insane. It's massive. So that kind of sucked. But you just got back from, didn't you? Where'd you go? You
Europe.
went
California last year.
Right.
I did San
Yeah.
Diego for the first time.
San Diego's awesome. Yeah. But what part of Europe you go to?
I did Czech, Switzerland, Germany, Norway,
You got a fave?
Switzerland.
Why is that? Just the drinking and
No,
partying?
They just got it put
Women?
together, man. Neutral country. They got all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell things are calm there. People are happy there.
Oh yeah.
It's different.
It's funny you say that. Fun fact about Switzerland: they're the first ones to try. I forget what it was, but it's they're working on mastering like equality, women equality.
Yeah.
They're doing some study. I forget what it was. I don't want to misquote it or anything, but yeah, apparently like Switzerland is like ahead of the times.
Saw a correlation
Doing something.
between them and Norway because they are like literally neutral as can be.
Yeah.
Like they are just it's quality of life's great.
It's
It's
crazy.
expensive though.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my, like 12-1.
Really, that bad? That's nuts. Women are.
Yeah, but they probably
out.
get paid.
Well,
Yeah, they get paid.
Have you
for it.
seen those communities where I think it is Switzerland or Norway, where it's literally a neighborhood? There's not a street though; it's all boats. Like there's houses on these little plots, and the
Like marinas?
Like a normal street would be water. It's insane. I'll try to find a
like
picture. It's
Venice, Italy would be.
it's
Yeah,
kind of like that, but
Amsterdam
it's
was like that.
imagine it's like a neighborhood, like the neighborhood we're in right now.
Yeah.
There's no roads; it's all water. So everyone has a boat, and that's how you get places.
Like
House-
Waterworld.
Yeah,
Ooh,
That's pretty gangster.
it's cool.
what are they going to bring?
They were saying though the
Kevin
stress
Costner
if
reboot.
you're listening,
of not having
Costner.
traffic of cars
Yeah.
equates to like a 30% more
Environmental.
favorable happiness rate in everyone's life.
Who doesn't like to float?
No
There's
shit.
I read an article. It was-
Georgie,
Love floating.
who wants to float?
You just kind of notice in our culture though too what everyone else does in Europe is they take breaks. It's like a country thing. Like siestas are constant. There's
Where?
curfews.
Really? Are
Like,
they?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
all over the
They
place.
don't overwork.
They don't overwork. They're like literally like get off, have a pint, then go back to work if you want. But like then you're
Yeah.
crazy. They look at you like you're nuts. Or in
Yeah.
America, it's just like if you're not working, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Here you live to work. versus
Like my
work
family
to
went to Italy and they do that. They do wine breaks. Like they'll take 2 hour lunch breaks and they'll just drink a bottle of wine to the face
Right.
live. Like your family.
and they'll go back to work. Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere I went
pretty
over there too,
ridiculous.
I just like talked to them about that, like locals, and they would just say, "Well, our country's 2,000 years old, so you'll figure it out." And you're like, "That's true."
That is so funny. Like if you think about it, we're not old at all. Like we're not even close.
So
So
like baby rules compared to everybody else.
yeah,
We're trying to figure out how to use like guns still and stuff. They're like, "Oh, we just banished those years ago."
Yeah,
like,
that makes
no
sense.
more killing.
yeah, and we're good.
Simple.
Australia's like that,
Yeah.
and they're really strict with like they're good with hunting and stuff, but they're strict with guns. Like you can't, like you can have, I think you can carry, but you can't own ARs.
Like that too, right?
Yeah,
Japan?
and Japan's like that. Yeah,
Yeah, it was weird. While I was in Sydney, the only terrorist attack that had ever happened, a dude had a shotgun in the CBD at a chocolate shop and took out a manager and an employee.
and that was it.
And
that
that's
wasn't
like
a
the
mass
first one
in
on
history.
record. We get them every day.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh, another one.
especially if you live in Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it every day. That is weird. I don't know. I'm indifferent about the whole thing. I think it's hard now because we don't have. The only way we can stop everything is by taking stuff away.
Right.
So we're at the point now, like Australia started from the ground floor, so they implemented stuff, and then
Before
they're
it
just
got out of hand.
right now. It's to the point. Let's say 1 out of 3 Americans have a gun. Now you're asking that population to give up their weapon.
Right.
That's where we're kind of fucked now.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know?
it's like we want them to just form a militia all
Right.
of a sudden or something.
Yeah,
I understand the hunting hobby.
sure.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But the other things. I'm sure Shane has.
Shane's
something
ready to
say.
chime in.
Just chilling.
We're just talking about the,
There's
the
a gun in
whole-
your house right now. You just don't know about it because it's in my pants.
Oh, you know where mine is? Oh,
Does it shoot blanks?
No.
nice.
No, I mean,
We'll find out.
What do you think?
when you look at the percentages of people that commit crimes like that, it's all from mental illness. They would have got a firearm regardless whether it was illegal to possess one or not.
Right.
It's not the guy that collects guns because he enjoys them as a hobby, or people like me that me and Lindsay have 10 guns in the house at all times.
Yeah.
I've never thought about going to Starbucks and murdering everyone because I don't like lattes.
Correct.
So
Or your lattes.
you got to be careful with the way you look at that and approach it, because people that commit those crimes, I mean, there's never been one in history that hasn't been diagnosed with a serious mental illness.
Well, there's no doubt, and I think that's what we're talking about. You gotta.
It's mental health, yeah. It's
Yeah.
quality of life, all that stuff.
So
Right.
So the country's not right, so
Yeah.
therefore the weapons.
Yeah, making it.
We got to make it more difficult to get guns. Yeah.
But here's the thing: making it more difficult legally to get guns. The people that do those things don't legally acquire them. They find them other ways, like the black market, or they
Right.
steal them, or whatever.
Guns are going to be there either way.
Typically, when someone does that, it's not a gun they own legally.
Right.
They got it from
a dad
wherever,
an
or
uncle,
just stole it from someone. Yeah, they were in somebody's house and just grabbed it and
Or
went
a
out and
gangster.
Text Stephanie.
whatever the case may be. So making it harder, everyone wants to argue that. I agree. I don't have a problem with that, because
Yeah.
I know that I follow the laws, and if I want to go buy one, I'll just take the steps and go do it.
Yeah.
But
Well, see, here's devil's advocate, because I agree with you 100%. I shoot ARs all the time, and I love it, and I would never even think about doing anything. But then it's hard to have that conversation with someone who lost someone at Pulse. You know, that's what we're talking about.
Right.
That's the
But
thing.
again, that
Sandy
falls
Hook.
back to a guy that clearly has a.
But did he though? We'll never know. Like, it's not like we can give him a mental history background check.
Are you telling me that someone that's capable of committing that crime does not have mental illness?
All I know is I've
There's a
been on the
breaking
highway
point,
before,
I guess, as
and
well.
I've seen a dude hop out of his van and yell and scream at people, and he looked like he worked at fucking Staples. Like, he looked like a normal dude. So it's like, it's hard to tell who's fucking crazy and who's not.
Saying
But I get your point.
the ability to commit that crime.
Right.
If you told me I'm gonna pay you $1 billion to go do that, I
Right.
couldn't mentally walk in somewhere and just kill people. Couldn't do
Right.
it.
But here's the thing, and this is what is weird. I just think there's two things that happen. I think it's pharmaceuticals. Number one is the biggest issue, and involves everything that we're talking about. And number two, I think it's how people are raised and how people are. Because I mean, think about it. You can have a cat that's married, 2 kids, 15 years of marriage. Things are great. Wife cheats on him. Out of nowhere, he snaps, kills his whole family. Happens all the time. So if he did decide to have firearms, he passed all the mental background checks. He has no history of disorders. He's good, but one day he just snapped. Why? That's the question. That's the biggest root. It has nothing to do with guns, in my opinion.
If he's
I
gonna
think it has
snap,
to
he's
do
gonna
with people.
snap. He's
gonna
gonna
snap.
stab him. He's gonna hit him with a baseball bat.
Right.
It's just-
But would he pass a mental aptitude test before the snap?
Probably.
Yes, and he already has a gun in the house.
That's the problem.
There's so many different.
When
Yeah.
we're bringing it full circle, it's again like
Yeah.
the
Right.
country we're in, the landscape we're in.
It's the
is-
people, dude.
Yeah, if we had a different
Our
culture,
people
it wouldn't
suck.
be like
Right.
that.
Our people suck. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's it.
Right.
Has nothing to do with guns or weapons. Because at the end of the day, if you do the math, I mean, are you going to ban knives? Knives kill people.
Yeah, just not as quickly.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just people.
They just can't mass kill.
Right. It's just people are fucking crazy.
Right.
Depends
And we
how-
just got to fix people. You know what I mean?
Depends how quickly you run.
We just got to
Yeah.
fix the country.
We just got to fix the country.
people, and then it'll all take care of itself.
We got to fix the whole country.
But how do you fix that many people
You can't.
that have already been soiled with behavior?
Well, we're on our way
Brainwash.
with murderings every day. That eventually
Someone will
the whole
do
thing will
something.
take over
You
itself.
say it just keeps getting worse until it gets better?
Right, we just haven't. It's the same thing as we were just talking about. We
Yeah.
just haven't hit the peak yet.
You got to
Maybe a
peak.
natural disaster
peak.
just wipe out all the idiots.
And really, things are
Natural
things are
selection.
yeah, but things are pretty good, no?
Pro natural selection.
I mean,
For us normal folk.
nah, but even not like.
Yeah.
I mean, I was having this conversation with my buddy the other day. Unfortunately, not on our podcast, but I mean, Hitler killed 6 million people.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
So we haven't been to that point yet. So things are getting better.
But like that
You know?
exactly what I'm talking about in Europe though. Like that happened. So like
They
all the
learned.
neighboring around, they're just like, well, we will never go that way because we experienced.
We experienced it. Yeah. Which you would think the rest of the country would figure that out too, but
We saw people that don't even think that ever happened.
yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Well, now it's just such a distant memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. People can't wrap their head around it. But that's why, you know,
I
it's
don't
so
think it ever happened.
yeah. Oh yeah. There's conspiracy theories
Like,
out there.
Earth is flat.
Oh, those are the worst. There's a group still that think
Yeah.
that. How could you not know with everything that we know? There is one crazy conspiracy about we never landed on the moon. Have you seen those documentaries? That's kind of compelling though.
That
World
one.
Trade
That
Center.
one.
Yeah.
That one's a little
All-
crazy.
The moon thing. I watched the doc. I think I watched what you watched.
Yeah. Well,
And
because the way
showed-
they did
showed
it.
the studio and the whole like. There's
Right.
so many reasons why it wasn't real.
Well, because they were practicing to go on the moon in the studio, but then the footage they showed of actually being on the moon was kind of looked like the studio. But I definitely think we win. I just don't know if we documented it.
I don't think we had the technology to film on the moon.
That's
when we
what I'm
landed on the
saying.
moon, but I say we probably made it there, and they're like, "Fuck, dude, we gotta."
We
gotta
need
do
to
so- we
film.
gotta do
This is a
something.
big deal.
Yeah.
Because what was that? 1970.
1969.
1969.
It's a good year.
So, but
That's how you remember it.
yeah, 69. But we haven't been back since to film it. Someone jumped on the moon. So
I think they realized there's no reason to go there.
Yeah, they're like,
Maybe.
wow, this was expensive.
yeah,
It's like why you don't want to visit Europe.
yeah, that's it's the exact same
They
thing.
literally are like, well, we have all these things just right here.
Why
we're
the
fine.
fuck would
Yeah.
I go to the moon when it costs that much money?
Man, that was expensive.
And NASA's so under budget too. It's disappointing.
Oh, they're
Well, it had to go private.
I mean, yeah, they're a private company now, but yeah,
SpaceX, it had to go private.
yeah. Thank you, fucking Elon Musk.
Yeah, we need more.
That's a
more-
good thing,
More
though.
Musks.
It's a great thing
For
yeah.
us.
For us, yeah.
We need
Now
progressive
we just spend
people.
more money on
Yeah.
food stamps.
Well, there was something him and Zuckerberg were doing something where they wanted to like launch. I don't know if they did. I think they tried launching a shuttle up there, but it.
You talking about the
crashed.
one where they were going to sell tickets to take a ride to the moon?
No, they're
That
still
was a-
trying that.
That was the thing too.
Right. But they took one up there and it was going to be a satellite or something that was going to be. I'll take another.
Hey, can you take these empties?
There was going to be a satellite or something where Zuckerberg was trying to put
What a chode.
a fucking satellite or something up there so that way everybody in the world could have access to the internet.
Yeah, that's like his plan. Zuckerberg is
Right.
free internet.
Yeah.
He's just trying to make Facebook.
But I think it crashed, so it got put back. But I mean, that'd be kind of cool though.
They were trying to charge. I think they were charging like almost a shit. What was it?
It's like half a bill,
$500,000
$500,000.
to ride to the moon.
It's not horrible.
It's insane.
It's a lot of money. Do you get to land on the moon though? That's the thing.
Yeah, but you've got to.
I sure hope so.
You've got to be put through.
$500,000.
You got to go through some kind of training. You don't just wake up and go.
Sure.
You know what? Today I'm going to go on the moon.
Yeah. So not only the half a
That's
not
how
only
you
the
die.
half a mil,
Brutally.
not only the half a mil do you actually have to physically like pay, obviously, but now you have to.
You cunt.
But now you actually have to like work. So you're paying $500,000 and you have to work to be able to do it, which is weird.
Yeah.
That's a work in progress.
It just occurred to me that we were just talking about all these things with Gasparilla, how you guys like pregame to 8 in the morning playing beer pong, and in your 30s you just podcast pregame, and then you
You
go.
slowly and calmly drink White Claw.
This
it.
is
That's what you do.
2019.
This is 2019.
Outro.
It's orgasmic.
Wow.
It's
That's how you do it right there.
We should have fucking all over at the same time.
That would have been great.
What kind of host are you?
Shitty one apparently. That's crazy.
Garbage.
Yeah. But is there anything, because we're almost at an hour. I know 45 minutes of that was fixing the GoPro cameras, but so we've only been talking for 5.
If you're listening, go.
Everybody that was listening has already stopped, so if we could just
That's correct.
be done now.
Oh,
it's fine.
he's gonna only show 5 minutes this whole thing.
That's it, yeah.
It'll be the open, the intros, and then just a couple Gasparilla jokes. We're done.
And we're good. But was there anything you guys had for me? Questions, things you want to talk about? You
I
want to
have
give
one.
some shout-outs? What you got?
Haven't seen your wife drink any alcohol. You haven't pregnant yet?
No. No.
Why'd
I
your
don't
voice
think-
Wow, that was
crack.
a fun one.
Yeah, that was weird.
Ooh, jeez. Almost got him.
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't
She just hasn't told you
I
yet.
haven't checked.
Are you gonna announce that today on the podcast?
Mm-mm.
Okay, just making sure.
No. She did drink last night, though, I think.
I didn't see her.
Out of her black cup. But
Yeah,
what was in it?
which was Wata.
Ooh, good question.
You were drinking.
I was like, oh
No, we
my
are-
god,
we
there's
are
a little
definitely,
Bernardo bacon in the oven.
Yeah. No, we're thinking about it for sure. Yeah, we're thinking
Where are you
about
gonna
it.
put a kid in here though?
We're sitting in the
Well,
room.
by that time, we'd buy number 3. Yeah.
I'll rent this one from you. Castleberry one? Nah. You gonna sell it or you gonna keep it?
No, I would rent that one out still.
This one?
No, both of them.
This one?
Both of them.
Yes.
I'd rent out Orlando and this one, and then I'd buy another one. That's what I would do. In Tampa, probably.
The only problem with buying number 3 is then all of a sudden your debt to income ratio starts to get fucking smashed, and you're gonna.
I would just put it under her name for that point. Just hers.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question:
Uh-oh.
where do you want this podcast to go?
Ooh, that's a good one. I wrote that one down.
Should be like your mission statement.
Yeah. No, I think for me it started off like just having fun and like I don't know if you remember. So my first episode, it was just my phone, and then I had like a little shitty lavender mic, which was like $8 I bought on Amazon, and I would just go around and just record people. So like I went to a bunch of festivals and like vegan festivals, and I would just walk up and ask people questions and shit because I just like talking so much, and then hearing myself talk afterwards. And then I was like, wait a minute.
We know.
I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of cool. So let me start doing it again. And I think the only thing I want to do is, even if it's 100 subscribers always, and that's the max, I just want to create more long-form conversations.
Okay.
That's like my main goal. And then, of course, if I get monetary benefits out of it, that's great. I mean, I had a couple companies reach out to me already that I'm working with, which is pretty cool. And, they pay me every now and then, commissions and if I throw on like a little advertisement or something, which is cool. So eventually I think that would be cool just because it is expensive to not just buy this stuff, but like, and like editing and, because I do this stuff Friday nights, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Yeah, it's
times
times more.
Yeah. So I think eventually it'd get to a point to where I'd like to have like a part-time dude where he could just sit at home and I could send him stuff and he can edit everything for me. And that way it kind of gives me a little quality of life to hang out with the wife, but also I could still, do this all the time and do more interviews. Like, this is cool. I've done a couple episodes like this. As much as I like hearing myself talk and stuff, I think this is better.
Should do one with 18-year-olds.
Yeah. At Gasparilla.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just go pick them from
Walking
Bayshore.
around with
Hey,
like-
if I snag a few
How's your
broads
day?
from the street today, can we bring them up here and do a little interview?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Brenda's-
I'll be leaving your house single, but it'll be funny though.
Brenda's going to love that one.
It'll be worth.
I'll just be trying to get back to Orlando at that point.
Yeah.
Uber.
Nate's got the truck, so we're golden.
Yeah. What do you guys think about me over in Tampa?
Love it.
Miss you,
Yeah.
Shark.
We miss you.
I like Tampa.
Miss you too.
I think you
Tampa.
need growth.
Maybe it's my next resident.
I love Tampa.
You've become more transparent.
Yeah.
You started a podcast. You new things. You grow.
That's
I
right.
watched
That's right.
Tony firsthand grow from the worst point in his entire life
Mm-hmm.
to the best point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, we talked
Watch
about
the
it last
transition.
night. Chain smoking on a
Yeah.
patio to here.
Well, it was
Sorry.
it was after
That's true.
Hi, Mom.
it was
Emma.
after
We do weird things.
the end of a long relationship and
Yeah.
the end of you closing your first company and just a lot of depression and anger.
Bad
and you're
relationship.
dealing with your mom.
Yep.
Had to stay with your pops to deal with your mom. It was
It was a mess.
there's a lot going on there. And then you
Had to find a new job.
unfortunately you ran
close
into
them.
me right after I got divorced, and then you and I decided to heal ourselves with massive amounts of alcohol
And cigarettes.
tobacco.
More pain.
Shenanigans.
To that note.
That note, Nate's question.
Oh.
What's the baby's name?
Oh.
Two-parter.
Although this fucking broad did say something the other night. She goes up to me. She's like, "Hey, what do you think about Lane?" And I go, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Lane, like Layne."
Real right
I
now?
was wondering if that's what's going to be the spelling. Not like
Yeah.
Lane Furniture.
What are you doing?
But I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "A name." And I go, "Like a name for what?" She's like, "A kid." And I go, "Whoa." I was like, "Did you just pull the goalie on me? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, are we having this conversation?" So anyway, that was a conversation. But no, Lane's a stupid name. I mean, I
it's
was
terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
That's a girl's name, right?
I guess.
Yeah, but Lane Berardo sounds like
It sounds like a lame Berardo. It sounds like a stupid version
you
of
gotta think about
That's where it's
elementary
gonna go.
school. That's
Yeah.
where it all starts.
right.
If you can insult them.
Like I don't even want to name the kid Tony. I know what that's like. Tony Baloney,
Oh, yeah. Try Nathan Netzel.
Tony Euphony.
Peanut butter pretzel.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's what they called you.
Yep.
yeah.
That's the worst thing that happened to you in elementary school.
Babe,
Yes.
Stephanie. Probably.
Can somebody answer one of the two of those fucks?
That's why I asked you.
You think they subscribe?
Okay.
God.
And then is that it? Are you calling it a day after that?
Who we're talking about here.
They're probably here.
Oh, Lindsay, thanks for answering.
God.
Fuck.
Think they're here?
I know they're here.
Shit. He called every phone in this house.
Should we see how long it takes until
I'd be fucking
he blows up the mics?
pissed if I was him.
Oh yeah.
Right when he walks in the door, that'll be the appropriate volume.
Just to hear it.
Pick it up on the mic.
Are we talking about John?
Yeah, if he finds out there's mics up here, this will go on for another 3 hours.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can't
probably
afford-
we'll probably have to turn it off right after he gets here. Yeah, it's gonna eat aggressive.
I want to be
boys
invited
doing
back,
up there?
so.
Yeah. No, but I think it'd be cool to do a part 2, like when we get back and we're completely
That's
hammered
a great idea.
after Gasparilla.
I can promise you it'll be 10 times funnier.
And we can talk about all the shit we saw.
Oh yeah. Well, and also we only ended up having about 3 hours of sleep, so we're all pretty exhausted.
I think that's a good place to
I
leave it. Is
got
expectation
1.5.
for the day, real quick. What do you
Ooh.
think?
Good point.
And then we'll reflect on that later of
Jail
how
time for
accurate.
anyone? Nah. We're wiser.
Sounds about right.
Older and wiser. So,
Yep.
boobs. Probably some boobs.
Shane, what do you got?
Oh, he grabbed the mic.
That's a given.
Oh, okay. Nice. I don't remember.
Who my
boobs.
favorite question always: who's best in show? Out of the group, who takes the
Who's gonna be the-
full on Monty?
Who's gonna be the blackout queen?
You got it.
Queen, mind you, I say.
Yeah, it's
'Cause-
gonna.
I
I'm
think
going.
friggin' yeah.
Yeah.
Not your girl, but I think O girl. What's her name?
Well, I already
The one I deflated an air mattress with.
Ooh.
You mean the one that didn't know how to inflate it?
Correct.
Yeah, that one.
Where the
Yeah.
plug was.
I've already
Yeah, that was
experienced
aggressive.
that once.
Yeah. No, but I
her, but-
think the expectations tonight are going to be, or today, are going to be try to get to the point to where we're able to make it back
Right.
to the condo.
Someone's got to be
Because we'll have free booze, we'll have free food, and then if we're really feeling squirrely, we can actually always go back out. And by the time we leave this afternoon, all these streets are going to be loaded with people.
I don't think going back out is a good choice.
No,
I say we
literally,
ride it.
I mean, we
could
could be
have
on this
made
patio,
choices.
Yeah.
and there'll be fucking people everywhere. It's going to be
Yeah.
madhouse, I would imagine. So it's going to be fun.
It's only going to get better as time goes on.
That's correct.
Why would you not want to, like,
That's correct. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
a jaunt?
But on that note, let's definitely do this later. But this was fun. Thanks, guys. So people could
you.
follow you. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Nate, what do you got?
Instagram is Captain Awesomest.
Good luck spelling that.
Yep.
Is that real?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
I mean, I was going to do Captain Awesome, but...
It's Gray. What's
There
up,
he is.
John?
Game over now.
Sorry, bro. What are you doing?
Oh shit.
What is wrong?
I get this free from my job.
For everyone listening, he
put
walked
that
away.
shit
Oh
outside.
my god.
This fucking jabroni brought in a Red Bull
So-
into my office.
Monster
What are
chair.
you doing?
Sorry, I didn't even realize it.
Monster chair and everything.
Got a podcast going?
Yeah, bro. Say hi,
You're
John.
riding a monster truck now.
What has it been, a week?
Say hey, John.
Just about. I didn't realize
Get
it
dressed
either.
up.
How you doing? I'm looking pretty good.
Oh yeah, he's looking stout.
Think?
Fresh.
All right, Scray, real quick, Instagram talk.
I don't care about me. Gnarly Barley.
Yeah,
remember that.
at Gnarly Barley,
There you go.
the best bar in fucking Orlando. Garrity.
That's private.
All right, cool. And you guys know how to follow me. All right, next up, we're gonna have Gasparilla as we get freaking wasted. We're gonna come back, and we might even bring on John Constantino.
Bring John in.
If part 2 doesn't happen this evening, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Ooh, Betsy, you like it?
We could do part 3.
Yeah. Super racist.
The morning after.
All right, guys, we're out. Peace.